Yes, ladies, gentlemen, what is up? My name is Jonathan Molo, and I am your host for the Virtual Magic Show. Tonight, we have four world-class magicians here to amaze and entertain all of you. Before I introduce you to the first magician, I would like everyone to grab a deck of playing cards because during the show, you will become the audience and the magician. You will perform a real life magic trick right at home. Is everybody ready for their first magician? Yes. Your first magician is known as the Southern Scoundrel. He has been performing magic with a wink and a nod for the last 49 years. He is a member of the International Brotherhood of Magicians, the Society of American Magicians, and the Academy of Magical Arts at the world famous Magic Castle in Hollywood, California. Please welcome the Southern Scoundrel, Edmund Apperson.
Hey there, how is everybody doing? Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. I guess it really kind of depends on where you're actually watching from. My name is Edmund Apperson and I am the Southern Scoundrel. And tonight I brought my bag of tricks because I get asked all the time when I go places, Mr. Magician, did you bring your bag of tricks? And tonight I did. We'll start with a deck of cards, which we'll use momentarily, a packet of playing cards, which we'll use in just a few moments, and a tin of mints. These weren't even supposed to be here. This is for my real audience. Not that you guys aren't a real audience, but we're social distancing and all of that. So you have no idea if my breath stinks or not. And then I have one more thing in my bag of tricks, and that's a bottle of wine, which we're going to use in just a little bit. It's going to be a fun 10 minutes, I will say that. All right. First, we're going to start with a little card trick. And what I would like for you to do is just think back to the passions of your youth. Those things that really felt good to you. I mean, for me, magic has always been a passion, and I've been doing it for 49 years. But for you, it might have been singing or playing a musical instrument or even playing a sport. But given the troubled times that we have right now, I think it's important to remember those things that we are passionate about. And it reminds me that not only is magic a passion of mine, but that I have known I was going to be a scoundrel for a very long time. When I was about 8 years old, my father used to go to Las Vegas, Nevada, and he played this game out there called blackjack. You guys, I'm sure you guys all know blackjack, but I can tell you that at 8, I had no idea what blackjack was. In fact, the only thing that I knew was that blackjack involved the use of, well, blackjacks. And I'll never forget, this is a true story. On one particular trip, while my father was gone to Las Vegas, I ran around the house. I gathered up every blackjack from every deck in the house because I was going to beat my father at this game that he loved. And I kept a blackjack on the table, which I now know is called the hole if you go out to Las Vegas. I kept another blackjack up my left sleeve because I heard that's what gamblers like to do. I kept another blackjack hidden up my right sleeve because I heard that's what gamblers like to do. And I kept one last blackjack stuck up underneath the table with a piece of gum because that's what little Danny Williams down the street liked to do. And if it was good enough for Danny, it was good enough for me. But I'll tell you, when my dad came home, he was none too happy. He said, son, that is not how you win blackjack. That's not the purpose of the game. The purpose of the game is to get to, hey, Jonathan, is to get to 21, exactly. See, Jonathan's got a little scoundrel in him as well. And in order to get to 21, you'd actually have to have an ace. So I figured if having one ace was good, as my father told me, maybe having 2 aces was better. Because my father said if you had 2 aces, in Vegas you could do this thing they call splitting the aces. And that's where you take them and you separate them in hopes that you will draw a jack. Because if you draw a jack and an ace, that's the perfect 21, and it pays 1.5 times your bet. And I can tell you that at 8, even I could do that kind of math. I knew that's the way I was going to win this game each and every time. Till my father burst my bubble yet one more time. My dad said, son, you cannot win the game that way. If you win the game that way every time, someone will surely know you're cheating and they will shoot you. It would help if occasionally you had an indifferent card. Let's say a 6. Because if you had a 6 and maybe you drew another indifferent card, oh, let's say a 4. If you had a 6 and a 4 and then you drew another 6, you'd have 16. If you had 16 and you drew another 4, you'd have 20. Then he said all you would need is an ace to get to 21. And that's when I knew right then and there that magic was for me and that I was going to be the Southern Scoundrel. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. But now it is time to fill these glasses with the good stuff. And by the good stuff, I'm not talking about this stuff. However, this is a Southern Scoundrel Pinot Noir, because I am nothing if not about branding. But actually, this is for Mr. Molo. Jonathan, we all want to thank you for the last 4 weeks that you have been hosting this show. And I think that this bottle of wine should be for you, brother. Hopefully you and I will get a chance to share that at some point in time. But with that, I am going to need somebody to help me. So Jonathan, if you wouldn't mind, could you find an assistant for me who can give me a hand?
Absolutely. Let's go with Stella Thompson. I'm
Stella.
unmuted. If you
Stella, are you there?
Yes.
Oh, Stella, I am so glad that you're going to help me. Can you do me a favor, Stella? Can you think of any one of the aces in the deck? But do me a favor, Stella, don't think of the ace of spades. That's an obvious choice, and I could have thought of that. I know me, I probably did. But if you could just name any ace in the deck.
Okay, Ace of Hearts.
The ace of hearts. I want you to watch, Stella. The ACEOFHEARTS, the ace of hearts. Now, Stella, if you had said diamonds, we'd have had to go a little bit further. We wouldn't have had it. If you had said clubs, we'd have gone a little bit shorter. But I thank you because you said exactly what we needed to hear was the ace of hearts. Now, I know, Stella, what you're thinking. You're thinking, well, what if I had named any other ace? I mean, I could have just as easily named the ace of clubs. And had you named the ace of clubs, well, I might have just kind of cut into the pack, right about there. And hopefully we would have had the ace of clubs. But Stella, you could have named the ace of diamonds. And if you had, I would have been forced to cut the deck, right about here. And get one card to come out, which we hope is the ace of diamonds. Now that leaves one last ace. Now, Stella, don't worry because I'm going to need your help here in just a minute. But one last ace, the ace of spades, a dead cut, the ace of spades. The 8 of spades, that's what I said, the 8 of spades. Yes, because the 8 of spades and the ace of spades sound an awful lot alike. I did say the 8 of spades because if from here I were to count down 8 cards, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, hopefully there we'll have the ace of spades. So that's the aces. Now we're going to need to do one more thing here. We're going to add to the aces a few cards. So Stella, what I'd like you to do is keep me honest. We're going to add 12 cards onto the face of these aces. So if you just watch as I do this, make sure that it's 12 and 12, no more than 12. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 cards, no more, no less. We'll take a look at exactly where we are right now. We have got the 12 cards and the 4 aces. Now we're going to take the 4 aces. That's the ace of diamonds, the ace of clubs, the ace of hearts, and the ace of spades. And just like I said, we are going to fill the glasses with the good stuff. The ace of spades, the ace of hearts, the ace of clubs, and the ace of diamonds. Now, the indifferent cards that we had, we're going to take these a few at a time, and we're going to actually place them into the glasses with the aces. But just to give you one more shot at what we've got, we'll take this first 3, and we'll drop those in with the ace of spades. The second 3, we'll drop in with the ace of hearts. The next 3 we'll drop in with the ace of clubs. And the last 3 with the ace of diamonds. Now, Stella, you get to represent everybody here as the guest of honor, which means the ace of spades, Stella, will be for you. All right? But you're going to pick one of these aces for me. Which one will I start with? The ace of hearts, the ace of clubs, or the ace of diamonds?
Ace of diamonds.
The ace of diamonds. Stella, we'll start with the ace of diamonds, and you're going to learn a little something right now. The history of a toast, or a cheers as it were. started with an ancient civilization that goes all the way back to before ancient Roman and Greco times. Now, I know y'all are all thinking we came here for a magic show, not an education, but I like to be nothing if not entertaining and educational, because the Yimas believed that the sound of wooden goblets smacking or metal goblets clanking would have a magical impact, and it would ward off evil spirits, and it would bring to the guests who are all gathered good health, good wealth, and good life. And so to you guys tonight, I say to good health, good wealth, and good life. And with that, the first ace has vanished, gone without a trace. Oh, Stella. Now, which ace do we go to? The ace of clubs or the ace of hearts?
Ace of clubs.
The ace of clubs. We're going to do the ace of clubs slightly differently, Stella. We're going to take the ace of clubs and we're going to lose it down in the center of the cards like this. And Stella, I hate to put you on the spot, but I need you to say a cheer for all these people. Just a quick something like cheers and whatever you feel.
Cheers and good health.
Okay. Cheers and good luck.
Oh, that is perfect, Stella. Thank you. Because the second you said that, I want you to see that that ace reversed itself in the pack, just like that. But not only did it reverse itself in the pack, it vanished completely, just like that. Now that leaves us with one last ace to go, the ace of hearts. We're going to use this one a little bit differently. We're going to take the ace of hearts. We're going to isolate it down into the cup all by its lonesome, just like this, which leaves us with just these cards. And with this, what I want to say to you guys is I know this last 3 or 4 weeks have been hard on everybody, but I do believe there is light at the end of the tunnel. And I am hoping that the next time we are all together and I'm performing magic, it's face to face. And that's the last ace. In fact, if we've done this properly, we are all left with the good stuff, what I hope is a good future to come. The ace of spades, the ace of hearts, the ace of clubs. The ace of Stella, thank you. Thank you, everybody. My name is Edmund Apperson. I am the Southern Scoundrel, and that's my time.
That was fabulous.
Yes. Give it up for Edmund Sprowl. Yes, thank you for your help, ladies. Let's see here. And thank you for the bottle of wine. Technology is amazing, isn't it? Yes, so I'm not gonna let you wait for your next magician here. Let's make sure that we have him queued up. Absolutely. So your next magician is a fellow member of the Academy of Magical Arts at the Magic Castle, where he recently finished his debut as a featured performer in the prestigious Close-Up Gallery. When he's not shuffling cards, he is a studying student, developing theories as he finishes his last quarter in obtaining his master's degree at Seattle University. Please welcome magician Travis Kim.
Hi everyone, how's it going? I asked that and I realized I can't hear anyone's responses, but I hope you all are healthy. Before I did any magic, I thought we could play a quick little icebreaker game with everyone. It's a very simple to understand game. It's kind of like that game, the street hustling game, where you have the 3 cups and the 1 ball, and you try to figure out which cup the ball is in. It's like that game, except it's a lot easier because it's just 1 cup, 1 ball. Pretty simple. So yeah, let's play. So we're gonna take the ball and put it into the cup like this. Now I'm gonna take the ball and put it in my pocket, but without you realizing, I'm gonna try to sneak it back under the cup. Does that make sense? Can I get a nod of heads if you all understand? Yes, I'm seeing some nods. Okay, everyone understands? Okay, cool. In that case, keep your eye on the ball. Let's start from the very beginning. We're gonna go ahead and take the ball and put it into the cup. Now, I see some surprised looks on people's faces. Maybe that caught you by surprise. And maybe that's because you were looking at the cup, which makes sense because that means you can't see what's going on with the hand, which is when I do this. Now that doesn't do anything, but it looks kind of funny. But that's the moment the ball jumps from my hand back under the cup. Now, I think you all are kind of understanding how the game works, so let's play for real now. Ball in the cup, shake it like this. Now, when I go like that though, maybe I'm not actually putting it in my pocket. Maybe it's still under the cup. I don't know, like a show of hands, or like, I don't know, show of like points, whatever. Where do you all think the ball is? In the cup or the pocket? Does anyone know? No? Well, it's not under the cup, so it has to be in my pocket, but I actually don't feel it in my pocket, which means it has to be under the cup. Now, let me try to explain what's going on to some of you for some of the confused looks I see on my screen. When I take the ball and I put it in my pocket and I ask you, where's the ball? Is it in the cup or is it in the pocket? If you say the cup, I say, no, look, I have the one in my pocket here. But if you say the pocket, then I show you the one under the cup. I'm working with two. That's the thing. Except the second ball doesn't really look like a ball. It looks more like a big dice. Now, that's really confusing. And that's even more confusing when you see that it's a solid wooden dice. And if it's solid, I don't know how the second dice got in there. And if the second dice was in there too, I don't know how the two dice stacked on top of each other were in the cup together when I got the deck of cards in there too. And that I can't figure out for the life of me. I try to fit it all back in. It just doesn't work. Even the ball, it just doesn't make sense. Yeah. Hey, how about a card trick? Look, here. We're going to actually take those dice. Let's see. A 6. Here, we'll use the 6 card. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 card. Now, can everyone just memorize that card to the best of their ability? I'm going to show it for a little bit longer, and okay, I'm going to put it face down so I don't see what it is. All right, let's see. Did most people see what the card was? Can I get a show of nods? Yes? No? Maybe? Yes? Okay, cool. I'm seeing some nods. Awesome. Now, I'm going to go ahead and take the cards and shuffle them while making intense, slightly awkward eye contact with the webcam, so you all know that I'm not trying to see where the card is. Is that cool? All right, cool. One last cut. Wonderful. I'm going to take out a few cards to help me figure out what your card was, specifically the strongest 4 of a kind in a deck of cards, the 4 aces. The 4 aces. There's the ace of spades, but I'm also going to go ahead and take out a prediction of what I think the card was. Yeah, okay, I'll go with that. I'm not 100% sure, so we'll leave that to the very end. But for now, let's take out the rest of the aces. Aces, aces. Let's see. Wonderful, and ace. Wonderful. So, is everyone familiar with the 4 suits in a deck of cards? Could I just get a couple nods, maybe? Yes, no, maybe? So there's 2 red, 2 black. There's hearts, spades, clubs, and diamonds, for those of you that didn't know. Now, these 4 aces tell me a little bit more about what the card was. The first ace tells me whether or not it was a red card or a black card. It was a black card. Now, the next ace tells me if it was a club or a spade. Let's see. Ooh, it was a spade, or sorry, a club. That's a club. The next ace tells me if it was a number card or a picture card. Let's see. Ooh, it was a picture card. Cool, cool, cool. And the last ace tells me what picture card it was. It was a jack. Jack. Okay, now let me just be completely honest. This is the easiest card trick ever because I don't have to do anything. Because again, it's just these 4 aces that do all the work for me. But people always say, but Travis, you knew what the card was. I saw the card in your hand. But that doesn't make any sense because I just have the 4 aces in my hand. You all just saw them. Like the ace of clubs, the ace of hearts, the ace of spades, and of course the ace of diamonds. It's just the 4 aces that tell me a little bit about what the card is, but they don't tell me what the card is exactly or where to find it. But that's why from the very beginning, I put down this prediction. It's been there this entire time. And to the best of everyone's intuition says that card should be the 4 aces, right? Because in my hand, there's just been 1 card this entire time. Your card, the jack of clubs. I hope you all enjoyed that. That's one of my favorite tricks to perform. So I hope you enjoyed watching it as much as I love to perform it. Actually, while we have the aces here, let's see. We'll take each of them back into the deck. Let's see where the clubs there, the diamonds and the spades, and let's do. All right, now, can everyone see the 4 aces in 4 different locations throughout the deck, separated by other cards? Now, if you watch carefully, you could see all the different ways I can shuffle a deck of cards. These are known as 2 variations of overhand shuffles, named so because the hands go over each other. Magicians are pretty creative, aren't they? You can do it card by card or chunk by chunk. I could also drop a few cards on the table intentionally to emphasize how difficult this trick is. We could do a 3-packet cut like all magicians learn in kindergarten. You could do a riffle shuffle like the ones they do in Vegas so you can't see the faces. You could also cut the cards as well just to make sure everything's completely fair. You can also do this. It doesn't shuffle the cards, but it looks kind of cool in my opinion. Now, I'm going to go ahead and try to find all 4 aces as quickly as I can, but in slow motion, so you can see how I do it, starting with the first ace. If I just wind up my hand all the way back here and there's the first ace, the ace of clubs. We'll do the next one at normal speed. There's the next ace, the ace of diamonds. Maybe that was too fast, even in slow motion. So we'll do that one more time just for this lovely audience. We'll do that 3-packet cut. Again, we'll do another riffle shuffle. This time we'll do it in the air just to flex a little bit. All the cards, we'll put them in my right hand, none of the cards in my left, but all the cards are now in my left hand, but 2 aces decided to stay, and they're back. We have the ace of clubs and the ace of diamonds. We have 2 aces down, 2 aces to go. We have the diamonds of the clubs. Here, we'll put those just right there. Now, let's see. Hey, Jonathan, can I have you unmute yourself and just say stop whenever you like?
Absolutely.
Okay, perfect. Just say stop whenever you like.
Stop. Stop. Stop.
As
Stop.
soon as Jonathan says stop on the very first time, we stop at none other card. But the ace of 5 hearts. No, that is okay. You know what? It's okay. Here, why don't I take the 5 hearts and just shake it a little bit, and it starts to look like the ace of hearts, which was the next ace. And the last ace actually is always the most difficult because it's always exactly in the middle of the 2 face down cards on the table. Look, in between these 2 cards is another. You'll see it? In between these 2 aces is an ace, but not just any ace, but the last ace, the ace of spades. And that's how I like to find all 4 aces in a shuffled deck. Thank you. I hope you all enjoyed that. Now, to finish off, I'd love to perform one of my favorite tricks ever to perform. And let's see, Jonathan, could you have someone, or actually, can I do this? Thank you for the class, everyone. Could someone just type a playing card in their favorite playing card in the chat, and I'll work with, maybe I'll random. Let's see. Okay, let's go. We got 3 o'clock, 3 hearts, and I'm waiting for 7 of hearts. Wonderful. Okay, I'm just gonna make sure. I think we should be good. Okay, you know what? We'll roll with it. 7 of hearts. Third choice. And this is my favorite story. You are cutting out. Uh-oh.
You're good now.
Okay, I'm good. Okay. All right, everyone's good? Okay. There's a famous story in Magic where a magician's deck of cards is shuffled face up into face down. And can I see the shuffle, the face up, face down? Yes? Yeah. I just also want to make sure I'm still good on sound. Okay, good. Now, this looks like a pretty big mess. And even the most proficient close-up sleight of hand magicians can't really a situation where the deck basically looks like a game of 52-card pickup. Now, this trick reminds me of my friends, my family, my support systems, and
I think you're good right now, Travis.
Okay. People are saying it's freezing. I'll just keep rolling with it. Sorry to those that can't see it. A shuffle deck of giant mess of cards. But with the support of my friends, my family, and everyone that motivates me throughout this journey of being a magician, I've learned some of the most difficult moves in close-up sleight of hand magic. And I hope you all have enjoyed the magic so far. This is one of the most difficult moves that I know. And if you watch carefully enough, you can actually see what's going on. So watch. Are you ready? That's the move. Look, I'll show you. Because if you can see, every single card is now facing the same way. Every single card except for one card. And that's for all of you for a little bit of my magic.
Yes. Up for Travis Kim. All right, we had some technical difficulties, but it's nothing we can't fix here. I hope everybody's enjoying the show so far. Is everybody enjoying the everybody enjoying the show? Let's take a glance at who's watching the show. Hi, everybody. What is going on? Well, it's nice to see all your beautiful faces and some not so beautiful faces. No, all of you are beautiful, whoever's online. But it is time to grab your deck of playing cards. Is everybody ready to have the magic happen in your hands? All you need is a deck of playing cards. It doesn't have to be complete. And what I would like you to do, does everybody have a deck of cards? Yes? It's very important that you have one here. All right. If you have a deck of cards, what I would like you to do is I want you to remove the 4 aces. The 4 aces. the ace of hearts, the ace of diamonds, the ace of spades, and the ace of clubs. If you happen not to have the 4 aces, you can use any other 4 of a kind, the 4 twos, the 4 threes, the 4 fours, and the 4 fives. So place the 4 aces right in front of you from left to right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hopefully everybody can see that. Now, what I would like you to do with the deck in, like you're about to deal the cards face down, you're gonna place one of the face down cards onto the one that's most left, the first card, first ace. You're gonna place another card on the second ace. You're gonna place another card on the third ace, and another card on the fourth ace. Are we good? Let me hear everybody say, yeah, yeah. Okay, I can't hear anybody, but that's okay. We're gonna do this again. I want everybody to take one face down card and place it on the first ace, place one on the second, place one on the third, and place one on the fourth. Yes. Let's try this again one more time. We're gonna place one card on the first ace, one card on the second ace, one card on the third ace, and one card on the fourth ace. Yes. So you won't need the rest of the cards. You can place that to the side or throw it over your back, whatever you'd like. I'm not cleaning it up, by the way. So now the next step in this trick, this magic trick that you're about to do, you're gonna place the packet that's to the most left and place it on top of the packet right next to it, just like that. And then you're gonna take the pile to your most right and place it on top of the pile right next to it. Now you have two piles with 8 cards in it. You're gonna make a little gap in between because another pile has to fit in between in just a second. So now, listen closely. You're gonna take the pile on your right and flip it over. Flip it right over. So now we have 2 face-up aces on the left pile and 2 face-down aces on the right pile. Yes, perfect. If you're at that point, let me hear you say, yeah, yeah. I forgot it. I can't hear you. Okay. People on the typing. Okay, now, yeah, thank you. Aiden the Magical. Now what I would like everyone to do is I want you to take the pile onto your left, and I want you to mix the pile, mix the order, not the orientation. The aces should be facing up, and the only cards that are facing up, you're just gonna mix them up. Mix, mix, mix. Hollow, hollow, hollow for the Filipinos out there. And now, place that down. You won't need it. In just a second, you will. You're gonna take the pile on your right and go ahead and mix those cards. You're gonna mix the order, not the orientation. So the only cards that are face down are the aces. And when you're finished, place it face down to your right. Now, what I would like everyone to do is you're gonna take the right pile and you're gonna turn it face up. You're just gonna turn it over, yes. And we are gonna create what we call in the magic business, a mess. Everybody watch. You're gonna take one card in your right pile and place it in the middle. You're gonna take one card in the left pile and place it in the middle. One from the right, place it in the middle. One from the left, place it in the middle. One in the right, one in the left. One in the right, one in the left. One in the right, one in the left, 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 one in the right. Yes. So we should have a mess here. And hopefully the magic is strong. We'll see. Is everybody ready? Let me hear you say, yeah. Okay, I forgot. I keep on forgetting. Now what I would like everyone to do is go ahead and cut those cards and complete the cut. And then cut those cards again and complete the cut again. All right, I'm crossing my toes right now. So what I would like everybody to do, it's a mess here. I want you to make 4 piles once again. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. Now, what I would like everyone to do is go ahead and the left pile, the most left, you're gonna turn it over like a book onto the second pile. Yes. And then you're gonna take the second pile and turn it over onto the third pile. And you're gonna take the third pile and turn it over on the pile right next to it. So hopefully this works for everyone here. All I want you to do now is take your hand, your left and your right, or just pick one, your left, and wave your hand slowly but magically over the packet of cards. And now, what I would like everyone to do is spread those cards. Let's see how everybody did. If you did this correct, you should have all 4 aces face up or face down. Did we get it? Did everybody get it? Ah, yes, hold it up to the screen if you got it. If you didn't, you know, it might be the humidity. It might be, I don't know. But I think you all are ready for the next magician. Yes. Are you ready for the next magician? Let me hear you say, yeah, at home. All right, let us head back here. All right, your next performer has been studying magic for 13 years. He is a founding member of Aaron Fisher's Conjurer community. It's been said that this magician, he is one of the greatest magicians in the country. And here is the man who said it. Please welcome Michael Sprowl.
Oh, hello there. I'm Michael Sprowl. How's everyone tonight? I'm doing something that may seem a little strange to some of you. I'm reading a newspaper. I've been stuck inside my house now for weeks. Man, I don't know what's reality and what's an illusion, you know? Sometimes I get bored, like most of you folks out there in Zoom land, that I think I see myself tearing up the paper. Something like this, maybe? But I'm not really tearing up this newspaper. I feel like it's been like Groundhog's Day for the past 3 or 4 weeks. And I just keep seeing myself tearing up this newspaper, you know, and then all of a sudden I think about, I'm wanting to read my newspaper again. And I feel like, you know, I just been in the Twilight Zone. I don't understand what's an illusion and what's a reality. You know, I'll be glad when all this is done. Maybe I can read something different than my newspaper. Well, welcome everybody. Glad you're here tonight. And we've got a little more magic to share with you guys here. Like Jonathan said, I've been in magic for about 13 years now. I started out before then, I started out doing magic when I was a little younger, when my boys were in Cub Scouts. Life got busy, got out of magic, refound it again 13 years ago. But one of the saddest things was that my dad never got to see me perform at this level where I'm at today. So my next little routine I'm going to do is for my dad. This song was his favorite song, his favorite movie, and Big Ed, this one's for you. All right. Thank you very much. So, Jonathan, for this next trick, I'm going to need 3 volunteers.
Yes,
So if
Mike.
you can unmute somebody and get a
Let's
couple.
sure, absolutely. Let's go first with James Bentley. Well, you're unmuted. Can you hear us, James?
Yes, I am.
How you doing, James?
I'm doing well.
Good. Can you see all the cards there?
I can.
So, do you know what a spot card is?
Yes, I do.
So, a spot card, for those that don't know, a spot card is a card that's between 2 and 10, the number 2 and the number 10. So, James, if you could pick any red spot card, name out any red spot card for me, please.
7 of hearts.
7 of hearts. All right, there it is right there. Okay. And then Jonathan, if you can pick me another volunteer.
Absolutely. Let us go with let's see here. We'll go with Judy Perry. Judy, can you hear us?
Hi, Judy. How you doing?
Hi, you can hear me?
I sure can.
Okay, cool.
Can you pick me a black spot card? Any black card? Name out any black card from 2 to 10.
4 of clubs.
The 4 of clubs. All right. Well, let's see. There's the 5. There's the 4 of spades. It's here somewhere. Oh, there it is. The 4 of clubs. Great. And then, Jonathan, I need one more volunteer, please.
Absolutely. Let's go with Aiden the Magical. Aiden, you are unmuted. Can you hear us?
Yes.
How you doing, Aiden?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. So, Aiden, this is going to be your card. You're going to be the Joker tonight. You're my wild card. All right? Can you do that for me?
Yes.
Okay, so hang tight. I'm going to ask you a question here in a few minutes, and we'll get back to you el momento tito, okay? So, with my deck of cards, the number 13 is a lucky number for me. 13 does some really interesting things with my deck of cards. Now, I've tried this trick with other deck of cards from other people, and it just, for some reason, it doesn't work. It only seems to happen with my deck of cards, which is really strange. But it is a little magical, which I think is kind of neat. And so, like I said, 13 is my lucky number with my cards. If you guys are still on listening here, anybody have any idea what the lucky number is for Ireland? What their lucky number is?
8.
I think we heard 8.
Lucky number over there is 8.
I think that's what we heard.
Oh, there we go. No, 4 is the lucky number for Ireland. 8 is the lucky number for Asia, because if you turn it sideways, it looks like the infinity, and that's their lucky number. 7 is the lucky number here in the States, right? Lucky 7, right? There you go. So like I said, 13's my lucky number. So I'm going to count out starting with 7. So there's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 cards. And then that was James' card. 4, then we're going to go 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Now, Aiden, you still there?
Yeah.
Okay, I need you to give me a number between 2 and 10.
7.
7,
Yes.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. All right. So if we spread these out, you'll see that from the 3 cards that were picked there, we're going to take the random card on top of each card. Those three right there. Okay. And so by going with my lucky 13 number, you will see that we found 3 of the 4 aces. So to find, let's find the 4th ace. If we add these 2 numbers together, the 7 and the 4 is 11, right? Aiden, you said your lucky number, your number here was 7 also.
Yes.
So that's 18, right? So
Yeah.
if we count out 18 cards, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, right?
Yes.
So Aiden, if you would have made that, say 10, 2, 3, it would have been this card here, right?
Yes.
If you would have picked 6, it would have been this one, or 5, 4, 3, or 2. It would have been it could have been any of these cards here, right?
Right.
But you picked 7, right?
Yes.
Well, let's see how you do with my lucky 13, my friend. Yeah, look at that. How you like them apples? But what's really interesting, Aiden, is that all my other cards, they're all blank. What do you think about that?
Magic.
There you go. Well, I appreciate your time tonight. My name is Michael Sprowl, and enjoy the rest of the show. Thank you.
Yes, give it up for Michael Sprowl. Yes. Amazing. Where did those cards go? I have no clue. Where am I here? I am right over here. Yes. Hi. How's everybody doing? Everybody enjoying the show so far? And I think you're ready for your last magician. I hope everybody had fun. But your last magician, your final magician, has been performing magic and comedy for 10 years. He is one of the top entertainers in the Southeast, making appearances at all the local hotspots. He has been featured on television like the Travel Channel, Fox, and America's Got Talent. Please welcome the social media hits, Bryan Sanders.
All righty, what's going on, everybody? Thank you so much for tuning in to the Virtual Magic Show tonight. My name is Bryan Sanders, and I'm here to show you that magic is BS. But it stands for Bryan Sanders. That's what the BS stands for, because I know there's families watching. I figured what I'd start out with tonight is a classic that was made famous by David Copperfield. And what you need is a bill. It doesn't matter what kind of bill it is. In this case, we're going to use a 5. We're going to take that bill and we're going to fold it in half just like this. Next, we're going to take the pencil. And using the pencil, we are going to find the center. So watch right there in the center if you can. Watch. We'll take the pencil. If we push, we can cause that pencil to go straight through the bill just like that. Now this is what's crazy. This is just an illusion because watch. We take that pencil and we rip. Give it a rub. We can cause that dollar bill to restore itself completely. Now I know what you're thinking. You're probably thinking, there's no way that that pencil is ripping through the bill by magic. And it's not. It's actually melting. I'm going to prove it to you. First, we need to crease the bill really well. We'll place the pencil back in between the bill. All right, perfect. And you can see it sitting there. You can even see it resting inside the $5 bill. Now watch closely. Just like that, the pencil melts straight through the $5. Round of applause. Oh no, can't hear you. Nice. Oh, there we go. Awesome. Well, also I want to thank Jonathan for putting on this virtual magic show. It's really awesome to get everyone together to do this. Magicians from all over the world. I really hope he keeps this going week after week. I know I have a couple of friends that'll be performing next week, including a magician locally here in North Carolina, Morehead City. Billy Collins will be performing next week. But let's see, we're gonna do a little trick with the camera here. I just decided to do this right here. I have a deck of cards. You can see all the cards are different. You can see that. We'll give them a quick mix. All right, and actually, Jonathan, are you able to unmute somebody so they can help out with the trick? I'm gonna drop the cards. Sweet. All right.
Go with.
Hopefully, we'll have it timed right.
Absolutely. Let's go with Marilyn Sloan. Marilyn, can you hear us?
Hello.
Hey, Marilyn, what's going on?
Not much. How are you?
Same old. Just living life in quarantine. Loving it. All right. So I got a deck of cards right here, okay? What I'm going to do is I'm going to drop the cards like this from hand to hand. At any moment, I want you to say stop, okay? I'm going to try to, I don't know if there's a time delay at all, but I'm going to try to stop precisely when I hear you say stop, okay? So as soon as I start dropping the cards, say stop.
Stop.
Before I get to the end, Marilyn, before I get to the end, we'll try it. I'll go a little bit slower this time, though, okay? All right, so say stop whenever.
Stop.
Right there. All right. Hopefully I stopped right when you said to. I'm not going to look. I'm going to look the opposite way, but hopefully you can see the card. Let me know if you can see the card. Can you see it okay?
Yeah.
All right, perfect. Memorize that card. That card is going to go back somewhere into the middle. I'm going to try to keep my hands above so you know nothing fishy goes on. We'll give the cards a little bit of a mix and, of course, a shuffle. Now, what's interesting is a lot of people believe that a magician's most powerful tool is his hands. Mine's not my hands, though. Mine's my mouth. I'm going to find your card in my mouth, all right? Watch. Wow. That's not a card. And that's not a card. It's somewhat in the middle. Watch. One card. All right, Marilyn. What's that for card?
No.
Well, that's it.
No.
Shit.
No.
Oh. One card pops up right there. Hopefully this card, the 8 of diamonds. Hopefully that was your card. Was that it, Marilyn?
Yes.
Awesome. Give yourself a huge round of applause. All right. Marilyn, thank you so much for helping me out. It means the world to me. All right. Now, and by the way, if everyone has a deck of cards, hopefully you still have a deck of cards from when you did Magic with Jonathan. I want you to hold on to them, okay? Because in a moment, I'm going to be doing a trick with you where the magic will happen in your hands as well. However, I will make this note. These cards, you will be using 4 cards, and they may get destroyed, okay? So grab some cards that you don't mind destroying. And if you don't want to destroy a deck of playing cards, then grab like 4 business cards, okay? Just grab 4 cards and have those on standby. But for now, we're going to try something really cool. We're going to try something with, right here I have a light bulb, okay? It's inside of a plastic bag. And the only thing coming into contact with the bag is this clip here. But what I want everyone to do is focus all of your energy, okay? Because the one positive thing about this quarantine and all the madness that's been going on lately is that it's, in a weird way, even though we're social distancing, it's brought us all together, right? It's brought us all together to help each other out. So what I'd like for everyone to do is focus all of your energy, bring all that energy together and focus on the light bulb. What I want you to do is, if you're looking on your phone or you're looking on a computer, tap your screen, tap the center of the light bulb and watch. Keep tapping, keep focusing all that energy. You can see it lighting up. All of that energy, keep it going, keep going. Oh man, perfect. Well, that was interesting right there. Well, give yourself a round of applause for having such awesome energy. Now, like I said before, you're each gonna grab 4 cards, all right? So grab 4 random playing cards if you can. Grab 4 random playing cards. I'll give everyone a moment to do that. All right, hopefully we've waited long enough. All right, so grab any 4 random playing cards, okay? I'm gonna back up a little bit so it's easier to see. Take 4 random playing cards, and you're gonna do exactly as I do. Now, if you don't do what I do, if you don't do exactly what I do, then the trick won't work, and you'll be like, that magician Bryan Sanders, he sucks. And we don't want that, all right? We don't want that. So take the cards in your hand, the 4 random playing cards. Hold them face down like this, and give them a little bit of a mix, all right? You can mix them this way. You can mix them like this, however you like. Do that until you're satisfied. All right, next, what you're going to do is you're going to take those cards face down. This is a little hard, and especially for the young ones watching at home, this might be a little difficult for you, okay? But you're going to take those cards, you're going to hold them, and you're going to rip right down the center. Just like that, rip them right down the center. So you have a total of 8 pieces. You have 4 in this hand and 4 in this hand, okay? All right, hopefully everybody's got that. Now, what you're gonna do next is you're gonna take either your right pile or your left pile, doesn't matter which one, and you're gonna place one pile on top of the other, all right? So go ahead and do that. I'll give everyone a moment. All right, perfect. Hopefully you're caught up. Now, what I want everyone to do is take your, spread the pieces like this. Take your top 2 to 5 pieces, doesn't matter how many. And you're gonna take those pieces and you're gonna place them onto the bottom, all right? Place them onto the bottom. Give everyone a moment to do that, and perfect. All right, next what I want you to do is take your top 3 pieces. Take your top 3 pieces, and you're gonna place them somewhere into the middle of the pile, right? Take your top 3 pieces and place them somewhere into the middle, all right? Give everyone a moment to do that. Perfect. Next, what I want you to do, I want you to take your new top piece, whatever it is. Don't look at it, but take your new top piece and keep it somewhere safe. I'm gonna keep mine right here in my pocket, all right? Just like that. Now, this is where it gets really fun. Take your top 2 pieces, and if you're doing this with your family member or a friend, and they're doing the trick too, I want you to take those 2 pieces and exchange your pieces for theirs, okay? So exchange your pieces for theirs. And then once you get their pieces, place them somewhere into the middle, anywhere in the middle of your pile. All right? Now take your top 2, no, let's take your top 4 pieces, place them somewhere into the center. All right? Now this is where it gets really fun. Take your new top piece, place it on the bottom. All right? Now, take your new top piece, throw it over your shoulder. Perfect. Now take your next top piece, place it on the bottom. Take your new top piece, throw it over your shoulder. And again, on the bottom, again over your shoulder, again on the bottom, and again over your shoulder. Once again on the bottom, over your shoulder, on the bottom, and over your shoulder. Now let's think about what's happened. 4 random playing cards, we mixed them, we tore them in half, we shuffled the pieces randomly, we exchanged pieces, we shuffled them again, and then we discarded a bunch of pieces, and we're left with 1 piece. Now, if you remember, you've been holding on to 1 piece, keeping it warm, all right? And if those pieces were to match, that would be a miracle. All right, if it worked for you, I want to see it in the comments, all right? Give yourself a round of applause for having the magic happen in your hands. All right, did it work? Awesome, sweet, excellent, awesome. Now, well guys, my time is almost up, but I want to try a little bit more, something pretty cool with y'all. If you're good at doing, I want to say this really quick. If you're good at doing math in your head, perfect. If not, grab a calculator. This won't be too difficult. But what I have right here, first I also want to say this. With all the madness going on, I think it's pretty safe to say that the grocery stores have been a madhouse, all right? They've been a madhouse. And I actually have a grocery list right here, all right? Now, I also, I bought a grocery item earlier today, all right? I bought a grocery item earlier today. I'm gonna leave that in full view right there. And right here, I have a list of items, 1 through 12. I want y'all to get a look at those. They're all random. Like 1, we have tissues. 3, we have cola. Let's see, 10 is soup. 7 is chicken. You get it. 12 is vegetables. You get it. All right. Don't comment any numbers or anything like that. What I want everyone to do is I want you to think of any number between 1 and 12. Think of any number. Don't say it out loud, but think of any number between 1 and 12. All right. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to take that number and multiply it by 3. Okay? Take that number and multiply it by 3. All right. Next, what I want you to do is take your new number, and I want you to add 3 to it. So take that number and add 3. All right? Now, this is where it gets a little complicated. You might want to grab your calculator for this one, or if you're good with math, you can do it in your head. Take that new number and multiply it by 3 again. All right? Multiply it by 3 again. All right, perfect. Now, you should have like a double digit or a triple digit number, all right? You should have a good size number. Now, what I want you to do is take that number that you have and all the numbers that make up that digit. I want you to add the numbers together, creating a single digit number, okay? And if it doesn't create a single digit number like it creates a double digit number, keep adding the numbers together until you get down to one number, okay? So for instance, if you had if your number was 103, you would add those numbers together, getting the number 4, all right? So hopefully everybody has a number. Hopefully everybody has a single digit number. What I want everyone to do is whatever grocery item corresponds with the single digit number that you came up with, I want you to memorize that grocery item, all right? Memorize that grocery item. Got it? So if you were thinking of 4, you would think of bread. If you were thinking of 11, you would think of eggs, but remember one of those grocery items. Now remember, I said I made a prediction. And it's been right here the entire time. And that prediction is cola, Coca-Cola. If that was your number, I want to see it. Was that everyone's? Maybe I can see some stuff in the comments. Was that everyone's grocery item they were thinking of? Nope, it wasn't. Oh, dang. Well, I tell you what, that would have been a coincidence. But you came to see a show about magic. All right, not coincidences. So if I could do real magic, it would look like this. You're thinking of milk. All right, cheers to you guys. If that's the item that you were thinking of, I want to get a thumbs up. Oh wait, check out the strength. The strength is so good.
Oh, there you are. Yes. Once again, give it up for Bryan Sanders. Amazing. And I'm going to unmute everyone right now. And I want everybody to give it up for Edmund, Apperson, Michael, Sprowl,
Stop.
Penny.
So, you don't want to miss next week's show. We have an amazing lineup with Terry Gibson, Georgia Lyle, Peter Winch, and Billy Collins. Thank you again for giving all of us this opportunity to share our magic with all of you. See you all next Saturday. Same place, same time.